because we've got guys like Mantu looking really, really good. If the AWP can step up, if the AWP can best torzsi again from the side of OG, that's going to give them some hope. That's going to give them some chances. So let's get ready to head into OG's map pick. It's Ancient. It's a bit of a classic for this team. It's one that MOUZ, while they look convincing versus Entropic on, I think it's safe to say Entropic might have dropped the ball a little bit there.
Wow, fast for OG on this T-side. Pistol would be everything, given how many CT-sided starts we've seen, especially on this map. Good kills from the P250s. They will find openers, and really at this point, it's a difficult round for MOUZ. What's happened? torzsi's doubled up. Forget everything. He's back in the middle of the site. Donut crossfire ready, and JDC going to get faced by two. Nexa will drop him, and torzsi's going to finish what he started. 1v3 for the ace clutch, and with no kit and no one fighting, time is the biggest problem. Swaps to the Glock, needs the bullets, and he's closing the gap. Two players here, and valde closes it out. Nice round out of valde. As you said, bit of a recovery, but we need him to start stronger than ever if OG want to take this the distance to Mirage.
And I hope this does end up going 3, you know, because for someone, like you've been kind of preluding, like, this is someone's last game at Katowice, right? This is elimination on the line. So you want to savor all those moments while you can. And I think Mirage would be a really nice middle ground for some truly brawly gameplay.
For sure.
This one's meant to be an OG round, but it is a force out of MOUZ that maybe gives you a moment of pause. MBK, with the scout, has found the first and a bit of tag damage onto Flames. Almost wonder if this could lead to something. The nade chipping players down even lower, and the plant gets denied. Oh, no, it doesn't, rather. Just coming in with seconds to spare. Still, smoke spams netted MOUZ a couple of frags, and valde up here on top of the boost, trying to rein them in a little bit. Is in the 1v1. Low HP for both parties now, and valde versus Frozen. It's all heating up, and Frozen's melted by the P250. OG, they do get that conversion. It's not comfortable, but they still walk away with a second round intact.
All right, valde already looks 10 times better than he did back on Nuke, and if we can have this keep up, then it's a lot more positive for OG in this matchup already. That was only an eco for MOUZ, right? And they make it terrifying with a lot of scout damage from MBK, with smoke shots coming through, but it's still going to be a valde round, and OG now up against flat pistols. Okay, all right, a lot more exciting. T-side rounds can be very hard once the buys come through for MOUZ, so OG getting this little buffer of 3 is very, very nice indeed. He's tapping, he's looking confident, and he's looking clean. Everything we needed for OG. Looking like a 5 alive round. Mac 10 coming in.
May as well go hunting, right? May as well make some money. You ain't scared of MBK, and believe me, he's terrified of y'all, so he's going to look to hide back here in Donut. This is so, like, OG haven't even moved. They're just waiting for MBK to play his cards. And when they spot him, they deal with him. That's a nice flawless round, and that kind of offsets the damage that was done in that force buy from MOUZ, you know? Now you've had a chance to bank up this cash. Calling this a bonus round feels a little disingenuous, because, you know, obviously, they've actually elected to buy an AK.
No.
Oh, no, they threw it over.
They swapped the Mac 10 to the best spawn, so they're probably playing a fast one on Man 2. Oh, he's throwing the util instead.
Okay, just a chance for him to farm money, I guess, for the AWP.
Cash. Or is in donut for torzsi. He's going to look to middle. Oh, beautiful flash. Going to pop Frozen out into CT spawn. They smoke him off. He mollies, but theirs will last longer. And they're going to try and wrap this B side. It's all a bit of a fake out, though. The bomb's in A main right now. And Dexter, that's a huge kill to avoid MOUZ from panic rotating out of A. She's still looking, and he gets that mid comeback. So now with the A place spotted, MOUZ know what's going on. MBK, that could be a big nade on the face, and he follows up with a shot onto Niko. The bomb is now trapped in A main, and it's been spotted. So Mantu's going to double back. He's going to catch Nexa looking away.
He was looking at completely the wrong place as he swung into that as well. He was looking like wide on the lower levels of mid. So that's a little flick up to find the man in middle. And only Mantu left now. I mean, hell, we said they gave him the Mac 10, so hopefully he can make some money. He can still do that, but as to whether or not he can win the round, that's a whole different talking point.
It's not even a talking point. Ain't happening.
All right, naysayer.
Yeah, I'll call out a 1v5. Not happening. Make some money, though. Get a kill.
Oh, if only you knew. Mantu creeping in. One man up close. And, oh, it's brutal. JDC on the angle. Mac 10 never even gets to fire a bullet, does it? And so there's MOUZ arriving with the first. Pulling up, and when the rifles are in play, they answer it flawlessly. Gotta say, man, MBK still looking really solid, IMO. Yeah. You know, like in the force buy round, 1.5 with the scout ain't bad, considering how they were rushing him down there when he's anchoring main. He just looks very, very comfortable. Like, very rarely does it feel like he's getting pressured to such an extent that he's flustered or falling short where he should put up numbers. It's not always the most mind-blowing moments, but just doing your job is enough. And he does it there.
Yeah, especially with all this firepower on the team, right? Absolutely certain. 3-1. MOUZ get on the board, but let's see OG with everything out. They choose to not get the AWP, and it would have been available without a helmet. Or actually, Valde could have even just dropped it over, but not for now. Molly to stop a mid-climb, that means OG won't be taking it out of spawn, and they don't want to get attacked from the ledge side. They want lane for free. JDC doing everything he can to stop that fact. Molotov through the smoke. AXEC is ready. And out it goes. Very early in the round with only 2 players here. Got lots of clear in A main. MBK has to pick his position.
This is kind of cool though, right? Those smokes going in so early might lull you into thinking, is this a fake? Oh no, MOUZ do not think that at all. They go, okay, it's A, and they pull everyone over. I don't think OG are expecting this much of a heavy-handed rotate. Frozen spams out the first, and MBK still alive, still a nuisance, dancing around the temple. Might find himself a praying man as he's trapped into this corner, fighting for his life. Dexter with the swing bails him out. And that's the round laid to rest in the blink of an eye. Mate, so, you know, whole kind of, a lot just happened in a very short space of time. Let's try to look back on that round a little. They throw the ace smokes over, and then the push comes in from lane to middle to split through donut. It's a cool idea, especially with the kind of delay that those players in main face with slowing down, almost making it feel like it's a bit of a fake or just early util, and then you have that explosion out the donut side. But that's why you've got to give props to Dexter. Immediately, he's like, all right, everyone rotate round. I'm going to come in on this flank through donut. We're going to full send this. And that's in spite of all the noise getting made over on lane. I think it was so ballsy to commit 5 players to that rotate, but what do I know? It works wonders.
Yeah, they just call the bluff. They don't think Nexus can fake. There's been a lot of fast T rounds in this map and in the previous for OG, so MOUZ make that move happen. There's a gun dropped in A. Torshi's trying to stop the pickup, but can't in for Donut. And back they double. It's Mantu to get that weapon.
Dude, this is kind of heartbreaking. That's one of the uglier holds for MBK there. You know, 1 for 1 in this situation really isn't ideal. You've given them an AK, you've given them post plants.
Double. Oh, no, he's up on the tree.
With so much utility, because of this push being immediate, you can smoke that, right? You can look to get on the bomb around the smoke. They've tapped it initially, hoping this baits a peak. Mantu will go swinging out, and dead after 1. That's the AK removed. Valde can't quite find the spam, but Nexus Glock and Valde's Deagle both chime in with a killer piece. There's not time for Torzsi, and so the eco round nets around for OG, and they even knock the AWP out to boot.
He jumps the shot. Torzsi knew he was coming, but Nexus goes right over the top, and everyone dies in that round. But that is a beautiful full Glock eco for OG to convert on the A site. Like you said, 1 for 1 for MBK. Didn't feel massive, but when that mid flank comes in and gets a player off the defuse with a second to spare, there is no second chance for MOUZ to stick the bomb. Love that for OG. Unbelievable round to steal away on the T side. That's that faster approach for you, working out. Flash to get them right up in the face of Cave. They even go through the Molotov flames in exactly that. OG can slow it down at the back. Knowing MOUZ are a little bit worried. They have a lot of map control. Holding for A aggro, holding for mid. MBK with a second AWP in this one. Back on the A site, going to be better to anchor down. Chance to back out after one, that would be the dream. And Temple could be so hard to pick players out with rifles, so much cover, odd angles to fight. Torzsi gets smoked in middle, so full control for OG. They can go up to the red smoke and play it as it fades. We've already seen a tendency to do that on OG. Instead, going through the smoke. Are they going to wait, or is it just a walk through? They jump, and Torzsi's ready to escape. Only just gets around the corner in time. Smokes it off as well. Double AWP in the A site is something OG have no clue about. Oh, dear.
Oh, timing's a little awkward, but he's got to help. He's got to look back and... Oh, MBK spammed to death. Nexa, double opener into the A site. Both the AWPs cancelled out by this man here. And now we ease into this 3-on-3. Once again, post-plant for Donut. Dexter's pressuring it, but now they have no reason to peek. They can wait for him. They can play this together. Missed shot from Mantu's AWP, but no re-swing. Dexter would have loved another chance at a frag there, but he will fall short. JDC, a clutch of huge proportions. They're just not going to peek him. They won't give him a reason to win this round. They're toying with him, and he taps again. Now the AWP's on the angle for real. And Mantu might have missed many an opportunity, but he doesn't miss that one. So the round falls in favor of OG.
Yeah, really sick jump spotting there for Mantu. He knows he can't die on that peak, but he also gets the info that JDC is not on the bomb. That's why JDC sticks it for about 2 seconds, and then he turns. He's trying to fake that he's actually on it when Mantu spots him to lull him into a fight. But really sick rounds out of OG on this A site right now. And MBK gets very flustered there at the big box. He can't pick a spot to play. He doesn't know which side to hold. You know, it's probably because Torshi's yelling that they're coming through Donut, and there were 4 players there with only Niko, I think it was, coming out of A main. But MBK, the second he leaves his angle, Niko takes space, and he's just in the open to the Donut rush as OG just run through smokes. We're seeing no fear of MOUZ's utility from the side of OG. Not only do they go through the Donut smoke to even get in there in the first place, but then they jump out of the second one into the bomb site.
Yeah, a little minor detail as well was OG threw a smoke from mid that cuts off red, right? Like the rotate through the B site. Yeah. And, you know, it's a smoke that we see a fair bit, but it just slowed the rotates down a little bit more and bought time for the players assaulting the A site to win those head-to-heads.
It also makes the A players scared they're getting backstabbed, because the only person who sees that is a B player, and they're going to come like, yo, your back is open, there technically could be a red man, there could be a backstab. And so, you know, MOUZ either have to go back to check their flank, or they have to like double down on fighting the players pushing them so they actually have cover from behind. It's so difficult. And if OG is setting that tendency early in the game, even though they're not using it, that's something for later in the map already that Nexus thought about. That, okay, we are going to do, you know, an A-ramp with one of these smokes eventually. Or hey, maybe even jump through it, who knows?
Yeah, something else that's also a little bit awkward is like, this is already a really good T site. Yeah. Even if MOUZ won every round from this point onwards, you'd go, no, well, like 6 rounds is good. 6 rounds is fine, that's workable. Anything else from this point on in is just icing on the cake.
Gun would be nice, but even if he gets it, they're out top mid in flames. Ah! There it is. A little more money to be made. 6-2. Like you said, an excellent T side already for OG. It's their map pick in the series. Are showing us why right now. Torzsi continues to field the AWP. At least MOUZ have that coming into this next buy round. MBK will not have a second one on A. Going to be very important to see how he changes his spot around on this defense, because OG have continued to pummel the A site. It's an early Molotov to scare out main players, but no one's there. They go lane very quick. JDC jumps through a smoke. What a madman. He almost gets blocked leaving, but just gets out in time before the util comes in for OG. Meanwhile, they're taking middle with 2.
Talk about a tasty your own medicine for Nexa as well, right?
True,
like,
true.
of all players to get run down through a smoke, it's him. Oh, the boost. Not going to net them the opener they were hoping for. Maybe you can find JDC low from earlier, and yeah, they will. niko and Flames open up into the B side. Torzsi's going to get here just at the...
Wow.
I was going to say right time, but niko seems to think otherwise. Takes his head off and leaves them in a 4-on-2. Once again, kind of has to be a save here. And you hate having to call this. You know that this is meant to be the better side of the two. And so with MOUZ having to just write this one off, their fate decided on the back of the two cave players for OG.
Yeah. This is super like well run for OG. You can tell they've done their dry runs. They know exactly the split timings they need, and they're not faking at all on this map, which is, you know, that's kind of not unnatural, but we see a lot of teams lean into trying to run fakes, not necessarily executes, but just giving a bit of disillusion. They did it earlier by, or at least on these A plays, what they're often doing is taking a lane first and then coming into A through donut, but right there, we haven't even seen a BXEC and OG do it so cleanly, even though they go down 4-on-5 to that cave play from JDC. Just really decisive, speedy rounds on this T side. They're exploding off of picks. Right there in cave, 3 frags coming in from niko and Flames in just 5 seconds. And so, yeah, you can see Cass trying to slow them down. Maybe a change of pace here. MOUZ have got a lot of holes to fill in this CT side. Very clean shooting from niko as well.
Yeah, you know, it is also a little worrisome because, you know, in terms of actually repelling the ideas that OG bring to the table, you haven't really successfully done that yet. It's like they've tried a bunch of different stuff, and every time it's felt or been successful. So, you know, it's like, I don't even think we're really scratching the surface with some of the ideas that OG have here. They don't feel the need to overplay their hand, as it were. They've kept it pretty simple for the most part. Flashes over A, and it's just an insta-push out through main. MBK dead immediately. I feel like I've cursed this guy by saying he was doing a great job anchoring. Since that point, he's died every damn round.
Frozen keeps smoke spamming every round of this game as well. Oh, he's followed up. They push through one, and they learn the hard way not to do that. Ice cold. ADC ahead of the Molotov. 3 health the difference. 2 low players. This is a 2-on-4 that is doable, but as soon as it starts, it's already done. Shut down with a flash from Dexter. MOUZ get involved very quickly. Definitely need to see some change-ups on A, right? It's not like MBK has been in the same spot and they've been reading him. He's been constantly switching it up, but MOUZ are just, OG are just storming out the A site and picking him every single time. You don't want to over-dedicate numbers on A, though. So maybe even just a position swap would be nice to keep it fresh. Put an AWP there. Put MBK and Donut.
I almost wonder, like, kind of building on that discussion a little, is like, we've seen 2 of these just all-in A plays with very little util to supplement them. And every single time it's happened, there's been an immediate 5-man rotate over towards A, with very little being considered in terms of fakes. So maybe OG look to use that against MOUZ now that they've set this precedent of just dry running A-side execs. We say we haven't really had to see too much fakery, but now you know you've got that in the back pocket for later, and that's only going to strengthen your standing on the T side.
Seven to 3 though, and just an excellent half. Nothing else can be said. Oh, excellent timing he turns to watch nothing as well, and Dexter shoots him in the back of the head. The qualms of being an in-game leader, the micro, the map staring, it all comes back to bite. 5-on-4, they're going to aggress, and Mantu, he was hoping for this. Oh, JDC on the perfect angle for Mantu's AWP. Another man at long, he looks away, but smoke comes in and stalls out the B-pop. 4-on-4. Smoke just landed nowhere. It's in the corner.
This whole time, niko's been working A main. He just sat back in it for the longest while and is now all the way through the A site. It's not going to cause problems yet, but it certainly could if they manage to make it to A with the bomb. And this is where Frozen is going to have to do the heavy lifting. Oh no, Niko's dead as well. MBK and Frozen have just saved the round there. Frozen's doubled up in middle. And Valde having to go back to get the bomb. It's left him all alone in a 1v4. And with 10 seconds left, they were really hinging on joining up with Niko in the A site and playing it out from there.
Assassination from Frozen in middle. Those are really clean bursts with the A1S as well. And, you know, MOUZ throw in these rounds here and there. They keep slipping one through every now and then, but it's still OG who are controlling the pace of this game. A very fast one. And Nexa focused in for the next round. Going to need to be, right? Because it's already a beautiful T-side, but it can be so much more. Why not win the game in the first half? Doable, to be honest. Timeout now.
It was an OG timeout as well.
Yeah.
You know, only one round goes against them there, and they're like, well, back to the drawing board. Let's really try to throw them through a loop. They know that, well, 7 rounds is great. Why stop there? Why stop there when you're the ones having the agency and the ability to choose when and where you fight? This is where you can look to do some fine work.
Well, mid-take maybe for MOUZ. We've not seen them try and get aggressive in the early round in mid. Going to get locked out by the smoke, though. It's just too lob utility. They will respect the red smoke. But OG do the same, and this is the wool being pulled over MOUZ's eyes. They don't know the mid is completely empty. It was all a bit of a ruse, and it's worked well as OG set up towards B. What that did to the mid players is split them 1-1 per site, but torzsi is watching CT right now for a wrap. He thinks it's coming in. Entry's good. torzsi trades. Dexter could line up a double if he faces, but he doesn't want to overpeak. Bomb at his feet. Flash going high, and Dexter trying to win the round. Solo dolo. It's only one more. Valde's going to trade. torzsi shotgun AWPing right now, and they're going to have to smoke him off. Missed shot, bounding out, bomb picked up, but planting can be so tough.
Oh, running through the smoke, and there's Frozen doing the same on the short side. Yeah, mate, these MOUZ NXT players, they don't have a fear of smokes, is what I'm learning very, very quickly, right? We've a JDC running through one over in Cave. torzsi now doing it as well to disrupt that B plant. And MOUZ are finding a way back into this CT half.
Yeah, that is the benefit of the fact that OG aren't trying to fake things out. Not that they need to, but MOUZ know that at the same time. Like, they are just full rotating off of the first couple of kills. They're so assured. They're so right every time, especially on A. OG is still winning some of these rounds, though, you know, 5-on-5 site hits, but right there, MOUZ just don't let off the pressure. They go quiet for a moment, then they storm the site. MBK, okay, can't go 1-for-1 here against pistols. It literally cost them the round last time with that late wrap through red to stop the defuse on the Glock round. So here he is, tucked in. He's got a nice off angle. Ollie's going to be well timed, but they can boost up above this smoke. He's yet to see anything. One smoke won't cause a full rotation. But a reload, ooh, he's going to have to give it up. Yeah, they know when he's dry on bullets. There's the boost. torzsi was holding for it. MBK has the cross. He gets one deeged. torzsi followed up with a triple kill, dropping the bomb. It's all torzsi, baby. 4 frags on the site. And Niko, late to the party, just out in time to grab the gun. But what can he do with it? No one's even giving him a peek. Not until he attempts that plant. And that's nice to see MBK have support this time. Not just one man. This is only a Niko anyway. Anything Niko can get from here is golden.
Yeah, 2 in CT on the swing. Should just get punished. And it's nice, it's swift, and they're able to keep it under control. I like that the donut player never even faces, never even runs that risk, right? You know your 2 teammates are set up in CT, they can play a trade game, and so all you have to do there is not give Niko the room over towards Donut to make that round tricky. It forced him to go looking for kills, looking for a way back in. All right then. A chance at an 8-7 half, and a Rumbu stylish to get torzsi up onto lane very quickly. Nexa learns it the hard way, but he's not content with one. He wants even more. A double kill from the MOUZ AWP. And now just fading out of there. Gone in a flash. Gone in 60 seconds. And now 2 out through main. MBK, another new position, a new day, and a chance to end this round. He goes
that's
1
fine.
for 1, and that's all well and good in the 5-on-3.
Ooh,
And
through the
2,
smoke.
this is risky. Also has the bomb, but is going to win 1. Needed to win them both.
Was Dexter going for an AK there? Did he drop his gun? It looked like he threw his M4 behind him and wanted to grab that AK. torzsi dropped. Very awkward timing. Saved by the bell, though, our MOUZ. And yeah, OG, I mean, ultimately, 7-round T-side is excellent. Absolutely no qualms there. But MOUZ are trying to work their way back in, worm their way to a winning half. And with this lower buy, it might be possible. OG early in the half were mollying the ledge from T-spawn. They stopped doing it at a certain point. And so, perfect round to run boost your orb onto the lane. This time the lane is OG's, or at least they want it to be. JDC spams in the Molotov, and Matu runs into the shots trying to cross. Had timing to beat the molly with little damage. Bullets, they'll do a little bit more. torzsi's now started B. He has been all over the place. Definitely the standout player in this map for MOUZ. 4K on A certainly helped, but... Oh, God, dinked. That spam spot. Still a B play. Not seen many of these executions. What a molly. JDC could not escape. He got spammed. Dexter, that molly's going deep. Almost getting through it as flames, but dead to the AWP instead. Re-pushing and refragged by niko. MOUZ are locked out of the site.
Yeah, that was the bomb spotted just there at least, right? If you want to look for some silver linings on that sacrifice of Dexter. Tag for torzsi's AWP, but that's going to be the extent of it. This guy planting the bomb very, very low. niko open to spam, but he will get it down. Still, he's in a rough spot, trapped behind the pillar. He might need a bit of a helping hand. Oh, doesn't need anyone, mate. Deals with MBK, and he's still fighting from behind the pillar, still looking for more. Back with a swing and finally punished, but the round's cleared up by his teammates. The flank from Nex is nice. And OG, 8-7 on the half, doing everything they can to take us the distance. Can they get us there? We'll find out in a moment.
An extremely strong T side on Ancient Net's OG, the leading half, and they're looking to take us to Mirage to close this series. MOUZ on the other side with the stand-in, with Academy players recently added. They've got a lot to do to pull this one back. Some very fast T side rounds. We'll see how they differ now that we've got Dexter at the helm. Walking A in the pistol. Valde's here. Silent in that first map. He started this one a lot stronger.
Yeah, he was the key to the pistol in the first half, and now he's in the leading position, the leading role again, and pressured out of the site. He's had to concede it early. He doesn't want to give them temple, but he's not given a choice in the matter. MBK had a really rough time anchoring this A site, but he's just fine entering. niko does what he can in response, but it's frozen to answer back. With Nexa dead, it's all on Mantu. And the swing from torzsi's immediate to punish him.
Dead man POV right there. Just everyone we swapped to getting one tapped. P250s, it was very similar to the first pistol, right? Same goal, same entries, same pistols, finding those kills. And yeah, good comparison with MBK. Finding the opener after a very rough first half, comparatively to Nuke, which was excellent. We're seeing so many differences to that first map. Force up for OG, though. And a very aggressive mid take, something that MOUZ didn't really show all too much in this CT side. They often threw the util like they were going to take mid, but rarely pushed ahead of the top red smoke that was going out every round for OG. Oh, it's a bit of a gamble, and it's the perfect roll of the dice. 3 on A and the boost up on tree for OG.
Oh, niko, while he does get checked. Oh, the flash is so punishing. Still, you're going to spot the third man, and MOUZ doing damage. Good for one, wrapped through the donut.
Lovely.
Dexter doubling down, and suddenly he might have just saved the round from getting too threatening, too scary. OG had all the pieces in the right place. The IGL, the man at the helm of MOUZ, has uprooted this defense. Just the Deagles now on Flames and Nexa left up in this one, split between CT and Cave, and the Molly even forcing them further out of position. It is still going to be a pretty tall order to get in and get this bomb down, especially with Flames floating around this CT angle.
Are they going to leave? Look at Dexter, he's cleared B, man. He might be backstabbing, it's just going to take so long. And at what point do OG either care about their flank or push into the bomb site because they're scared of exactly this? JDC stops them as they do. And Nexa, he's on a timer right now. Here comes the backstab. Lovely round out of Dexter. He will die. It's a Mach 10 at range, and the trade is inevitable for JDC. Woo, bit reassuring for JDC to find 3 in that round. And if anything, the mid-take for OG at the start gives them that false sense of security, and they get backstabbed by Dexter. Donut player walks into his Mach, so nice round out of MOUZ. But it was just a pistol stack for OG. Now they've got to eco one more. So it should be double digits for the MOUZ crew.
Yeah, looks like we might actually have a very OG-looking round here, right? Where your B players take lane and then either commit to selling this, because Dexter's only got a Mach 10 at the end of the day, right? You can send him in, he can sniff this out, and as he gets into B, he might say, guys, I think they've stacked A. Well, now he's going to realize that B is not as free as he thought, and the A play is the right option. MOUZ, they just commit, they double down on the call, and they move in. Nobody here to put a stop to that.
Got terrifying planting on this site, even with the widened plant positions. We saw how much Frozen was spamming OG on their plants. Now, Frozen has just missed this timing on the first man. He's going to be able to stop the later players in mid. Good awareness for JDC. Must have been called that Frozen was late. He's still ready for Flames, and Frozen just groups up with his rifling teammates, making sure OG can't field himself any weapons in this round. Valde's got a Mach 10, but going into a buy in the follow-up, would love to see him run in.
It looks like they're going to. They all walked up mid with purpose. I think they just want to swing and try to take players down with the bomb. MBK, P250 fight at range, and torzsi steals all the glory. Of course he does. And there it is, the conversion. The landing stuck by MOUZ, keeping 4 alive as well. Just going to do that little bit extra to help bolster this money, give them a little more staying power as OG now come in with their initial investment here on the CT side. It will feature the AWP on Mantu, and I want to see what his game plan is from the get-go.
Yeah, he was strong early in the half, but we saw as rounds went on, OG got more and more confidence. They ran more and more rushes, and so Mantu just never really had that T-side AWP. When he did, it's hard to get as much effect on these really quick A-pops and lane to donut plays for OG. So a lot more options on CT side, but torzsi will close all of them. Chases through B on his own and kills both defenders. That might just be the save called in seconds. Talk about star power.
Yeah, I love that MBK just exits the mid-fight as well. He's like, look, if I hang around, if I give them a 3-on-4, even though they're far away, maybe they go for it, maybe they attempt it. You know that just by playing the numbers here, you've already won the round. That is crazy from torzsi. In a bonus round, in the first, like, full rifle for OG, what does he do? He shift walks, he contact plays up B ramp with no utility to telegraph the push, and he catches both the B players.
Yeah, this is where we're really going to have to see the depth of OG CT side to not get eliminated on a map that has been really good to them, and especially on T-halves, which most teams cannot field.
I'm just shocked he has the goal to do that. I can't get over it. Like, you know, this is, as we've been highlighting multiple times, elimination on the line, and You're going up against rifles for the first time, and he has the balls to just be like, yeah, I got this, boys. Full faith.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I don't know. Dies to the bomb. And they put him on a Galil.
No, they didn't do that to him.
I don't know if he misbought it or if... Wait, it's 2100, so no, they did drop it. Sad. Oh well. Get rid of that. Get Mantu's AWP. Steal it off him. Oh, JDC might. There's a second player in middle. But niko will do nothing with it. He doesn't want to continue flanking. Doesn't even want to risk grabbing the AWP and getting pushed. That's one hell of a start. Mantu felt the need to get involved, and there's nothing wrong with it, but MOUZ were one step ahead. And now, look at B, they're completely empty. Flames is shooting through the smoke. They know there's going to be max one guy on the site right now, and even then there is literally no one. OG are leaning A, and MOUZ have probably won the round already. Also, check JDC, still mid.
Oh, well, if only you passed that along to niko, huh? Should have checked JDC, but he's just too quick on this mid-lurk. And now he's in prime position to go hunting. Why not? Anything you take away has resounding implications for the remainder of this game. Even removing one gun is huge here. He is going to miss this close man. He's going to miss Valde sitting just on the other side of Temple. But it might lull his teammates into a false sense of security. No. Nexa, oh no, baby, shot in the back. One of the guns taken out. You at least want to hold on to two. You didn't even attempt the round, and so Valde will not part with this M4, but still, there's no ignoring. 12-8, money broken, down in the dumps. You can invest here. You could.
Yeah.
But it is going to have some limitations. It's going to be all right, actually, all things considered, right? The fact that you lost one of those guns, I thought would have screwed them a little bit more, but the back-to-back saves has helped out there.
Yeah, just sick rounds for MOUZ, right? We saw a lot of variety for OG's T side, and a lot of them culminating in A hits. More BXX near the end of the half. Looked good. They closed it with one on a low economy round as well. But MOUZ are just keeping it, as many teams on this map do, running brutal B executes, having a mid lurker to kill rotates or to get opening kills. And OG in all of these rounds have not played heavy B. So that's the clear change that has to happen here early. Like, they need more numbers there. Obviously, the first gun round, they just weren't really ready for one player to run through the B ramp, but that round, even then, like after the mid kill comes in, it's only Flames, and he's playing cave and lane, so he has no support, no warning that B is lost until it's too late. Caught out in middle is niko to MBK. And another 5-on-4 in mid.
These mid pushes are getting desperate, you know, like you're going for it. Exactly, like you're so in the firing line.
You can throw those lineups super easily. You know, this is a comfortable map for OG, and it has been. So it's surprising to see these little mistakes, these little changes of pace catching them off guard right now. Changes must be made.
Yeah, it feels like they're getting a bit flustered, you know. I think it's starting to dawn on them that this is really starting to slip through their fingers in a very big way. This is where someone like Nexa really needs to rein it in a bit, right? Needs to get control of the situation.
This is a great double pump. They just exec B with 3 bits of utility, and OG have used everything now on this site. And okay, they get the kill, but now they're about to re-execute in, or maybe even just contact as they come through cave.
Yeah, Dexter's contact plays have often netted them rounds, often netted them success. Is this going to be the same? Out through cave, Nexa dead on the swing. Flames tucked in over here at Ninja. Needs to have a round. He's been very, very quiet here on Ancient. This has to be a louder moment for Flames. First man locked in, trying to dodge the spam. He buys enough time for Valde to get set up over at long. And now the bomb cut loose out in the open. Frozen's walking up. There's a gap in this smoke, and I don't think MOUZ are going to be aware of this. Flash, and they should have seen the barrel. Smoke does complicate matters. 10 seconds as the plant's coming in. MBK getting spammed, but saved by Frozen. And Mantu's dead as well. 13 for MOUZ, and with everyone getting drawn in to defend that B site, everybody falls for OG. They're all taken out. There's no more saves, and there might be very few chances. Need a hero to emerge. You know, coming into this, we said Valde, if he can give us a little bit more, well, he has been the guy to keep an eye on for OG. But there's always some sort of caveat. There's always someone having a rough time.
Yeah, that smoke super awkward. He right-clicked it forward and it just didn't bounce how he wanted it to. Orb slowed down from the nade, but torzsi, oh, he didn't see Valde there. Flick won't connect. It's the one gun trapped in red right now. If they can molly this position, it might just be as good as done.
Oh, no, yeah, that's...
They run right by. They know he's here. They have full confidence he's in this position. JDC is just going to walk in. No molly needed. Good flash and good clear. And that is the rifle removed. Flames will spam out a player over at B. Where did they die? Bottom mid. Yo, he did the rain wallbang to bottom mid.
Oh my god.
Someone pulled that up after. That's sickening. MBK. He couldn't anchor, but he certainly can entry. Doubled up on A, like it's the pistol all over again. And a 4-on-2 with this eco slipping by.
He's like screaming at them. It's not so easy to hold the A site, is it? It's not easy, is it? A third in the round, and MBK helps deliver 14 to MOUZ. OG, this is it, right? They took a hero gun in that round and pistols on everyone else, all with the goal of buying up against 14. They've got to make a stand, and they've got to make it now, or else they're going to get knocked off the block by MOUZ Sports with a strong T-side on Ancient. We were marveling at the rounds that OG were able to get on the board, right?
Check it. That's bottom mid.
It's just...
bottom mid.
Just disgusting.
Yeah, we see players do that a lot, but with a Deagle, damn. 14 to 8, and yeah, just nothing. No CT rounds, and MOUZ haven't even been super complicated on this T side. You know, there was that little B fake, the double pump into B with the contact play. I love that call out of Dexter, but ultimately MOUZ have, you know, lots of these rounds, lots of the swing rounds have just been a player picking mid and MOUZ running B smokes. torzsi on the first gun, running up ramp, double entering. You know, they completely caught OG with their pants down, round their ankles, newspapers in hand. And they might do that to eliminate them from Katowice. 2 rounds separate MOUZ from that eventuality. And that's what it's feeling like right now. Flames flashed. He's been in cave every single round. They know what to expect. Niko has mid, but he's not offering up a kill. He's got cover from Mantu. Flashed off, back in. Good flash. Flames turns, and he doubles up. Lovely spray. It's what OG needed. They even find that mid pick. When it starts strong, it goes on. And this might just be a flawless round to remind OG what they're fighting for.
torzsi, mate, you're left playing for damage here. Everyone else fell silent. He's got to find something. That's a nice shot. Nexa on the receiving end. And even though the flash hits torzsi dead on, it's not followed up with a peek. No one wants to feed this orb. Bomb's still all the way back in T-Spot. torzsi's not playing for a round win. He's playing to keep the AWP in as long as he can and take as many down with him if it ends up going that way.
Wallbang? You never know. He's being held, though. This should be Valde's every day of the week. But nice and safe here for OG, and I like that as well. They, you know, they are trying to pull a massive comeback here in this game, so they need to keep guns up. Because once they build a bit of money, you know, win 2-3 in a row cleanly, that's when they have the cash that they can just start hunting and start worrying about MOUZ's economy. But if OG, you know, if torzsi gets 2 more kills here, suddenly OG, their next buy is going to be weaker than this. So they need the double up, they want the AKs, and they're going to get all of that and more, as torzsi will save this AWP. Nothing wrong with that. MOUZ with many more opportunities to hit 15, but this is not one of them.
Yeah, good stuff from Flames, right? You know, we touched upon how he's been a little quiet here. That double up in cave is really the move that wins them the round. Also, finally some solutions to mid coming out from OG. I was a little surprised to see them looking so stumped for so long in this CT side, considering their T side was full of ideas, felt like a new call every round coming out from Nexa. Surprised me that they couldn't figure out mid, and this round they need to in a big way. They're getting pressured, and already that AWP of Mantu is removed from the equation. Niko spammed, but he's helped out by Flames, and will live to tell the tale, getting out with the AWP. A 3-on-3. It's not easy. Oh, that looked dead on. That looked dead on, but niko lives to fight another day. Next are in at the B site. The lone gunman here, the one player that can stop this before it becomes a concern, but instead he's brushed aside. And now niko, low on health from that skirmish in middle. So low and so blind as well. Only valde, it's one at a time. It's the AWPs all giving it a go. Scoped up with the bomb planted. On with the swing, JDC makes it look too easy, and that's 15 for MOUZ Sports. Now 5 kills away from knocking OG out of Katowice.
Yeah, and these young players, these ex-Academy League guys, they've not been in these positions before. Crunch time in a Tier 1 tournament of $1 million on the line and facing elimination. And what a time for not only torzsi, but also JDC to step up. These two are top of the entire server right now. And, like, again, just inexperienced in these positions, but you wouldn't be able to tell it. Unbelievable game from these fellas. Looking to keep it up now. Looking to close it out, to kick OG while they're down. Smoked out of middle. MOUZ wanted it with the pick, but I'll give torzsi the time to work. They always do. And you can't argue with results. Broken by 3 M4s, 2 smokes. That is all OG field.
And OG have gone for a heavy B lean. You can hardly blame them with how many of these contact plays have come in.
Bit
but
late.
This is where MOUZ are looking to switch things up. You know, they're not the ones feeling the pressure here. All that pressure, all of it is mounting for OG. They will start to reroute bodies back into this A side, but the first man caught. niko removed in middle. 4 kills now are all that separate MOUZ from continuing on and 2-0ing OG. It means OG have got to get their bags packed and get the hell out of here. They want to savor every moment. They want to stay as long as they can. Flames chance wallbang once again, but doesn't connect this time. Tag for Mantu, but it goes both ways, and he will win that fight. Now grouping for the B hit now, moving over.
They're leaving.
And OG, yeah, they're going to double back. But even being shifted out of position for a moment could come to matter a hell of a lot. They're not going to get this info till the play comes in. Smoke now lands, and Dexter hears someone running into Ninja. He knows about this man in the site. It's not going to come as a surprise to MOUZ. They've got him boxed in, and Flame's now dead. Nexus burning in that Molotov and is put down as well. Mantu with the fast wrap. A hero play has to be made, and Mantu's looking to deliver it over at long. valde will snipe one out of the round, and it's a 2v2 to decide if OG remain. First man gone, and MB, or Frozen rather, with the wide swing, locks it in for MOUZ. 2-0. They send OG back in, and they put up a phenomenal T-side on Ancient. Maybe it was T-sided the whole damn time.